Welcome back to another week of Wolf Den series. I am your host, Fresh, and the vice president here. We're welcome to have everybody, and luckily, I have great news. I am very proud of everybody. Everybody checked in. There's no DQs this week. Everything should run super smoothly this weekend, so.
Yeah, it's good. Thankfully, we have no DQs, no worrying about connection issues. Hopefully, we get everything set up. It should be set up, and we're ready to set for week 3 here.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be in the thick of it tonight. We've got a lot of showcasing tonight. We've got now. Last week the storyline was that Lotus 8 wasn't there to defend their spot. This week, Next to New was in here to defend their spot. So it's really the teams, the way the point system works, these teams that keep coming back every week are going to be on there. But Next to New is also, I think, second on the board. Right now, the flagship team, just like the storyline last week, where Next to New wasn't here. Lotus 8 isn't here either. And so neither of the two teams that have records of really dominating the bracket are here. And so it's anybody's game. You should see a lot of really close, really competitive Rocket League tonight.
Yeah, I think that since our top two teams, aren't here, that opens up the door for a lot of these teams to take the lead here, and without having those top two teams, like you said before, if they want to keep that top spot, they had to come back consistently and get those points.
Yeah, it's the league is set up in a way that it rewards the players that come back the most often. And like if you're really good and you play a lot, you can be really far ahead. But these teams that maybe aren't as good, the more they play, the better of a chance they stand. That way, they get beat out by one team, they're not going to get their entire season rocked by that one SSL team that's training for RLCS. So
Yeah,
we're gonna go ahead and get these players moving towards the pitch here. We got? The first series we got up is Cruisin' and Wolfden Exo, who we both saw play last week.
we did, and Wolfden Exo played very good last week. Obviously, they didn't come up with the W in that series, but here coming into this week, I think they have a lot of knowledge from last week because now they have that knowledge of last week's game to kind of piggyback off of, and to basically try and see if they can take it all the way this time.
Yeah, they definitely have a redemption arc to have. I know that Next to New smacked Wolfden around the last time they were here, so they have a chance. But they're still at the top of the bracket, even though Next to New won the last grand final. They're still. Sorry, I'm doing the mutators for the lobby. But the next, how do I put this? Next to New won the last bracket, but Wolfden is still on top of the leaderboard as far as points because they keep coming back every week and they keep putting into it. Because Next to New absolutely blew the back out of Wolfden Exo. There was one game that was 10 to 2, and that's right, double it's to 2. However, Wolfden is still at the top of the bracket, so perseverance over everything else. So we're getting ready. Kenzo, are you ready to start?
I'm ready to start here. I'm ready to start.
Yeah, we're ready
See who can break our leaderboard this week.
See who can break our leaderboard this week. That's right. That's right. See who can make our broadcast assistant absolutely crap the bed. But we're ready to rock and roll here. Wolfden Exo versus Cruisin'. Both of these teams in the hunt for that top spot. Cruisin' in their second week. Wolfden Exo in their third. Formerly Exo, who played in the Wolfden opener prior to week 1. But Infinite Melody has it in the mid-third, looking for Bachi. Bachi's going to try and go. He gets there a little late, though, as Mikey's going to knock this away. Pushes this up along the corner, but he doesn't get any power on it. Already starting. The teams are still playing really slow. They're both looking really patient, Kenzo.
Yeah, they're looking to see what can we do. Testing the waters a little bit, if you want to add there. You could just see their Cruisin'. They have the knowledge of their, as Melody tried to get that shot in there, but Sin's just denied it down. Sin's looking to make a play there. That gets saved by ATD here. Last time we saw Cruisin', they just totally gave up a lot of defensive plays here. They allow way too many points here. You think that maybe this time around they want to change that knowledge here and change the strategies.
And changing it up usually does help you win games. What a shot off the crossbar. Mikey's awkward. Sins can't get there. And ATD puts the first one in for Cruisin'.
That was good. Melody with the tap there. And Mikey just almost had the save, but just mistimed that forward there.
It's definitely, it was very, very close. A little bit awkward there. And they're looking like they're a little bit boost-starved in the final third, too. But let's see how quickly their response is here. Sins looking for a touch to the mid. He's got it up to the top of the box. Mikey goes up, but he's a way off. Nothing to be had there. Shred gets beat. Sins is already back. We'll love the speed on the back rotation there from Wolfden. Actually, something they struggled with last week that they've definitely improved on. A close one there, but Cruisin' unable to put it on target.
Yeah, getting it there as Sins looks to make that plays there, but Bocce just gets a great save there. Now Bocce's going to take a little possession, flying through the air, but his shot gets denied by Sins. And now Melody gets another shot, but just denied by EXO here.
Here comes Bocce back the other way, still taking control of it. He lost control of it. As soon as I say it, the catcher's curse, Infinite Melody. He's got Boost in a Dream. He's looking for something mid, but nobody there from Cruisin' to capitalize on that touch. Oh, the ball's going to bounce down. It's an awkward angle up the backboard. Anybody to save it? Yes! Infinite Melody knocks it away, but Exo Sins keeps it in. Bocce knocks it out to the mid-third. Mikey tries for an intercept. Doesn't get anything solid on it. Shred puts it up the wall. Mikey's going to take it back to the ceiling. Looking for something in the ground. Ground pinch, maybe? No, that's put to a stop by Cruisin', and the counter is on.
That's a great save by Cruisin', not allowing it in there. They almost had something for EXO. EXO almost had that shot in there, but just the mistiming of that and the wrong angle of it caused that miss there. Now you can just see ATD's going to try to make a little bit of play there as Shred with the shot there. Lucky to not go in for Cruisin'. So they get a little bit safer now. Melody going to try to do something. Sins tips it out of the net. Now Mike going to take a little possession. And there's the teamwork we see from EXO. That's the one thing they've been really good at is their teamwork. Even though they lost this one, their teamwork was really well on point.
Here comes Infinite Melody. He pushes it up over the top of the backboard. Looking down for a pass. Wolfden EXO manages to knock that back out down to the Cruisin' end as they're chasing it down. ATD looking for something, looking for a pass. Bocce in. Both of his teammates go. That's a triple commit from Cruisin'. And luckily, they didn't have any kind of counter put against them for that. But that's definitely, if you're Wolfden, something you want to capitalize on.
Yeah, that triple commit there could have been really bad if Cruisin' had made a play on there. Lucky for Cruisin', they get a break off that one, but EXO should have really capitalized on that. As Bocce gets a shot there, that gets denied by Sins. Now Sins gonna take a little bit of control there, as Bocce with the front tap there doesn't get anything going. Net there, Melody just had it there. That ball is still going in, and nobody can seem to get a touch on that.
That is zero blues play from Bocce, trying to get something working here, finding those opportunities. They're being really creative with their pressure, and I like the way they're doing, but Wolfden is countering with a lot of physical play, trying to keep them away from the ball, not giving them a whole lot of time on the ball, as creative as they're being. So it's really come down to kind of a stalemate to see what team can really break that first crack in the armor.
Yeah, I agree. Because you're looking at Cruisin' right now. They're playing very passive here. They're not going for a lot of risky stuff, and that's what's keeping this one goal here is just the way they're always on the ball here. As Sins gets a demo there, the 3v2 in Wolfden EXO's favor. Sins has a little momentum there, but not gonna get anything going there. Bocce back on defense. Sends it downfield towards the wall there. Shred sends it right back down the Cruisin' side of the field. Shred
looking for Mikey, going to connect on it. Sins keeping it in. Infinite Melody is up. They're clutching onto their 1-goal lead. Mikey's going to send this one high, but ATD's going to intercept in the midfield. And with 3 seconds left, it's looking like Cruisin', if anything short of a miracle for Wolfden, is going to put them down a game in the best of 3.
I have to admit that was pretty good defensive play from Cruisin'. They did not let Wolfden EXO have any momentum there. You see, even if Wolfden EXO had shots on goal, Cruisin' basically did a great job and just defended everything there. They basically played like a well-coherent team there, and that's the thing that you want to see out of Cruisin' is not allowing that mistake, because last week they allowed so many goals here, and now this week they didn't allow a single goal there, and I think that's a great improvement from them.
it definitely showed that when they took that hit and they got beat as badly as they did, they really turned themselves around and picked up the pieces, and they analyzed their play, say, okay, what can we do differently? What can we fix on this? What can we improve? And they showed up the following week ready to improve and ready to play. And that's something that you really love to see in teams. I mean, if we're going down the line here, shots are even, saves are even. And the only goal that EXO even conceded was what people would call kind of like a fluke. It wasn't a really hard shot. It wasn't a crazy shot.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything to be that was like really difficult to save. It was just awkward, which is something that's at this level is really easy to prevent. So hopefully we get to see a really, really 50-50 series here that goes to a game 3. Hopefully this drags on and gets really intense because we have a lot of Rocket League to go on tonight.
Yeah, we do there. That's an empty going. Shred fires right back at Cruisin', 1-0.
Yeah, that was a beautiful demo play there from Mikey. That's what you love to see, the aggression to get you that early goal. They had the momentum coming off the last game, having not conceded any more goals for almost 4 minutes of the previous match. So now the mentality is that we can do this, we've got this, and keep them on the back foot.
Yeah, you want to keep them. My bad. You want to keep them putting on the pressure there, kind of have them worrying on their heels a little bit, and that's what Wolfden EXO did there. Right out the gate there, says, you know what? We're down, but we're not out here, as Mikey looks to make a play. But a great save by Cruisin'. Now the second chance effort doesn't get anything going, as Sins gets to make a play there. ATD with the save. Doesn't get anything. Empty net for Cruisin', and they score!
ATD, beautiful play coming down the midfield like that. He read the bounce. He intended to do that. He planned ahead of time. He absolutely dusted the last man for EXO and threw it down and tied the game up. We have a 1-1 game. I would also like to note that Bachi has not touched the ball yet.
Yeah, and I think Bachi really needs to play it as... Oh, there's a touch by Bachi, as you said it. There you go. You were saying Bachi has got a touch on the ball, and there it is. As Sins demos Bachi. And now Mikey tried to go up there, but Shred says, I got you, brother. Now the ball heading still on Wolfden EXO field, trying to clear it out there. And they do. There's Melly tries to make a play there, doesn't get anything. Doesn't clear it out of their own net. ATD with the assist on the touch there. Shred now takes possession. Gonna do a little air dribble, gets caught up by ATD. Now Cruisin' applying a little bit of pressure. Shot, no. Sins denies that there. As a little bit as a stalemate right now, and Sins shuts me up real quick.
Oh, the double tap. You love to see it. The double tap-esque. What a good read off the backboard from Sins to put them up another goal. It was actually almost an own goal by ATD. Or was it? I don't know. I didn't see it from the angle because I was looking at the stat board as soon as it happened. But doesn't matter. EXO is now up by 1 after trailing by 1 for an entire game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They learned from their mistakes the last time. They said that we gave this team just a little too much credit. Now we got to play them at our absolute best here, and that's what they're doing right now. Sins whips on that attempt there, as now Cruisin' takes possession of it. Bachi, little stick and move strategy there. It doesn't pay off, but now Shred takes possession, looks to fly downfield, needs to get something going. ATD stops the shot there, as now Cruisin' takes possession. Heading downfield here. ATD looking to make something going. Sins with the shot that gets denied by ATD.
He loses his control there. That Shred who knocks it out to Bachi. Sins up. Gets a awkward redirect. That's almost on target. That's dangerous. You know that they are absolutely panicking right now. You see Mikey running into his teammate in a desperate attempt to try and get that out. Here comes Shred back on the other way. Pass mid there. Goal by Sins. What a beautiful play and the absolute breakdown of the Cruisin' defense.
That was absolutely picture perfect coming from Sins there. And that's the thing that you want out of that. Just the teammates. Even if a little teammate bump happened, that happens in Rocket League, you just gotta see your team. Just gotta know, always have clear vision of the field.
Here comes ATD back the other way. Oh, and an answer quick and a reply. These two are furiously texting back and forth as soon as the chat is read. A message is inbound from Cruisin'. And with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left, they're only down by 1. They seem to be kind of staying consistently in that little trail.
Yeah, they are. They're staying a little bit consistent, and they're not running away with the Exo's not running away here. Cruisin is absolutely keeping up with the pace, but there's still time on the clock, so they still got time here. They don't have a third man back there as Bocce with the demo, so now they got the 3v2 in their favor here. As ATD looks to make a touch to clear it out of the net there. Shred sends it right back in, but Bocce takes it right back out. Melody misses there, but Bocce just able to make a play there.
Cruisin is definitely struggling in the boost department. Oh, Shred
oh my god.
A double commit.
Oh.
I mean, be glad you hit it because it was a double, but Sins gets the credit on that one. Shred, honestly, Shred should get credit too for that beautiful double that he almost got, but almost only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and atomic bombs. So
that was close by Bocce. Bocce almost had the save there, but just mistimed it there. And now the 50-50 heading towards Cruisin's side here. As Bocce clears it out, looks to make a little control there. Gets taken away by Mikey. Now Shred up top. As Mikey gets the shot there, Sins looks to make another shot. Doesn't get anything going for there. And with a 2-goal lead here, Cruisin has to make a play if they want to force, if they want to win here. Otherwise, EXO is going to force a game 3 here.
They're definitely going to try and force a game 3. That's the way we love series to go. We love more Rocket League always, don't we, Kenzo?
Yeah, we do, as Melody almost had a goal there to make it 4-3, but just the timing off that wasn't good there. Sins with a shot, ATD defense right with another one. Doesn't get the dice he wants there. Now a little bit of a risky play from Mikey. It pays off very well. Now a minute remaining as a touch by Wolfden. EXO makes a little bit of an effort here. 50 seconds to go. Anything can happen here! And Shred scores!
That is painful. That is painful. That's so disrespectful by Shred there to put that into the defender. You know, I don't think he really intended to put it in off the defender, but just the unfortunate bounce when you're trying to save it really is insulting.
Yeah, it is here. And Bocce thought he had the shot there. A little bit off target, doesn't get anything he wants there. And now ATD completely lifts on that attempt. Now Bocce, he misses as well there. Cruisin missing a lot of touches that should go in here. Not really sure what they're trying to play here. Now 30 seconds remaining. Shred with a little bit of dribble as Melody flies in from out of nowhere. No Randy Orton. ATD they control there. As 15 seconds left there. This looks to be going towards game 3 here. As EXO looks to probably get in one more goal here. Cruisin trying to do at least a little bit of anything to get a goal here. And now this could be it here. The ball touches the ground. Shred trying to make one more play. And Wolfden EXO is going to force a game 3 score 5-2.
Yes, they are. They're going to set that up very perfectly for game 3. They had a lot of pressure that game. They turned it around. And let's talk about the shot totals.
The shot totals
13-5. Goodness.
Yeah, I think for that one, that's more Wolfden EXO just playing very aggressiveness and taking advantage of what Cruisin had there. Cruisin, a little bit of overcommitting towards the ball there, but like as you saw there, Cruisin had a couple opportunities. ATD with 2 goals in there, but by the end, EXO really just overpowered them. And that's the thing. Now you're coming into this game 3 here. Now you have a little bit of knowledge of how Wolfden EXO plays there. Now you know they're gonna play more aggressive, so you got to fire back right at them.
Yeah, you really can't give them the time of day to actually stop and think about what they're doing, right? You have to shut down EXO early on, and it starts with, especially Cruisin, it starts with the fundamentals in your rotations, having that coverage of the field and not really giving them the room to act and not giving them the time to think. So rotations and speed are really all you really need to kind of get an upper hand up on this. I almost hit auto join team and I was almost whoops. I did not join a team, but this is we're all set for game 3. We got 6 on the field, 5 on the clock, and only one of these teams is moving on to the second round to play FB Express. Bocce Gets 50'd up in the midfield. Mikey's looking to challenge this. He decides to backflip off it and let his teammate take it. Bachi can't quite get control of it. He does take control of it from Sins, though. This EXO is looking a little awkward to start right off the bat, but Cruzen starting off strong. Manages to get a couple shots on goal, but takes it all the way back down, fighting for control in their back third now. It's over across net. Bachi gets a good touch out, looking for the dunk. Oh, what a play by Bachi! He's got the breakaway! No way!
That is a lesson. Talk about poor timing. Bachi immediately knew it, says, we got to score immediately, and gets the breakaway goal there.
It was absolutely disgusting. That's a good lesson on following your touches and staying with it until the end, so you absolutely have no more left in it. Here comes Mikey back the other way. Shred taking his time. Bachi missing just barely as Bachi tries to get it back to the mid. Unfortunately, unable to get any touch on it. As Wolfden taking control of it once again in their back third, but really only kind of throwing away possession once they get control of it. Struggling with that transition from defense to offense seems to be a lot. A fake there by ATD. I'm not going to let that go unnoticed since I saw that.
That's a great fake there because they try to make a little bit of a fake out towards Wolfden EXO, and it kind of pays off there as Melody gets a touch there, sends it towards Wolfden EXO's here, and now it looks like Cruzen try to set up a play there. They don't get anything going here as Bachi misses the touch there. Shred with another steal there. Melody stopped that ball from heading towards the net here, but Sins wants to get that shot in there, wants to tie it up here.
Shred going to the ceiling, touches it down off the backboard, looking for his teammate. Unfortunately, so close, but so far. Bachi once again playing with very, very little boost. He missed picking up the corner, and he missed it again because EXO stole it. If you're coming back the other way, EXO really putting the pressure on their neck now, trying to even this up. His Infinite Melody is going to take this down to the mid-third. He gets the dunk, he gets the demo. Here comes ATD back the other way. He gets dunked himself. EXO with the fake, looking for a double, can't quite get it there. And nobody's home to capitalize on the touch made by Sins.
You know, EXO had multiple opportunities here to get that ball in there. They just didn't get anything going here. As Shred, he had a shot there, but Bachi saves it here. Now Cruzen taking what they saw there. That's a shot by Sins, and he ties it up.
Lord have mercy. That was an absolute beamer from downtown by Sins. 78 miles an hour without getting touched by one of the other players. That had some heat on it.
Yeah, it did. I thought Cruzen was going to have the save there, just a little bit off timing there, but they almost had it there. Now we're tied 1-1 here. Series point here. Melody tries to make a good air dribble. That gets stolen in favor of EXO. EXO try to get a shot there. Sins makes a little bit play there close to the net. Doesn't get anything. Now Bachi is going to clear it out there as Mikey misses the 50-50. And now Sins looking to clear the ball out there. ATD says no thank you. Now the ball, fast break downfield. Bachi misses it! Melody! Oh, can't get back there in time!
Melody just so close but so far. Unable to get the momentum to get back to it. Bachi having a really bad touch there. Melody, I saw what you were trying to do to flick it up and redirect it up off the either crossbar or backboard, one of the two, not both. They are different things, Fresh, to try and get it out, but unfortunately he could not get there in time. Sins, he's got boost in time to work with this. He's got to wait. He's going to go for a demo on Bachi, leave it for his teammate. Mikey puts the pressure on, gets it over the backboard. Touched by Cruzen, gets this free. Or maybe not. I spoke too soon. Playing for the 50. One of these teams has no boost. The other one just picked it up. Bachi knocks it out. Unfortunately, it looks like, and one of the things I'm noticing is that Cruzen isn't really touching it with intent, it feels like. It feels like they're kind of just like throwing it away, just try and get it out of their end. And I feel like that's why they're struggling with boost and boost management, is because they really aren't playing with a lot of intent and direction in what they're doing, which is allowing EXO to walk all over them. You see them sending two players for the ball there. Bachi's going to have to get in here. He ends up pushing his teammate into it, which counts as a save, but it's still not going to allow them to transition back to offense. Shred knocking it all the way back down, forcing Bachi to go all the way back up, pass it right back to him off the backboard. Is anybody home? ATD gets us away before EXO can capitalize. That was a beautiful save.
It was right there, and you're right about that. They're playing a little bit too conservative right there. They're not communicating well on property. Having two guys go for the ball there should really only be one man there. And now Bocce has to break away there. Looks for a double tap on goal. Does it get there? ATD gets a shot, but Shred denies it. 40 seconds left. Cruzen needs a goal here to send this to overtime. Now ATD with the up and over. Shred gets a touch there. 30 seconds remaining. Cruiser needs to make something there. They need that special spatial awareness to make something happen here. And they're not letting that happen. That's a shot there. Really on goal. And Bocce scores it. Tied 2-2 with 17 seconds left.
That is an absolute savior play right there. 17 seconds left. Way to hold it together, to stick it through and see it to the end. The mentality is absolutely strong with this team. This is something you love to see. 50 there from Infinite Melody forces it back into the cruising corner. ATD and Bocce deciding to play kind of slow. Gets it over one, gets it over two. Sins is going to try and get this. He gets a 50 and the boost. He could. He has an opportunity. But the ball's going to stay there, and we're going to go into overtime. In game 3, this is down to the wire for this series. This is a wonderful way to start off week 3.
Yeah, it is. You love to see that. Melody has a shot there, doesn't get anything going. This is why Cruising, they're playing a little bit more better now, figuring out like, hey, if you're back down there, stay down there. Don't come up. Stay near mid and try to cut the ball if it comes towards you here. Now Bocce tries to make something happen. Oh, Shred, I thought he was going to go for a shot there. But go for the demo there, but that also pays off well.
Yeah, he ended up going for the ball, missed the ball, hit the defender, got him out of net. Oh, with an awkward touch, it's 50 in front of net. This is intense. I'm going to need therapy after this match. Bocce gets a bump there. ATD gets a touch out, but Infinite Melody is going to send it all the way back down to the XON for them to clear it back. Sins is going to try and take control. Bocce, no boost, takes it off the ceiling. Exo knocks it high in center, but they're giving themselves time to try and grab boost. An awkward pass there goes over to Infinite Melody. He's got boost and time to work with. Looking for a ceiling pinch, looking for a touch off the backboard, nothing home. Bocce, once again, trying to use that ceiling to their advantage, but it doesn't really seem to be getting them anywhere. They tried it 3 or 4 times in a row. Infinite Melody barely on the goal line, makes the save. Sins, 0 boost, gets a 50. Is anybody home? Mikey jumps up for this, pushes it to the corner for himself. Gets a 50, bounces off the ceiling out in front of net. Shred can't quite get there. He gets the double though for his teammate. Teammate puts it back out to the top of the 18, but his third is all the way back down on defense and nobody home.
Yes, third's kind of way back down there. As Mikey looks to say game over, but no, says no thank you. Not gonna get that shot there. It's a bit of a stalemate heading into overtime here, about a minute 45 here. As Melody, a little bit too high of a shot there, kind of lifts there now. ATD looks to make something. The standing shot there doesn't get anything. Shred clears it out there. Now Shred riding the wall here. Meets up with the cruising defender. Bocce, empty goal. No, Mikey saves it. Keeps the series alive for EXO here. Now Sins looks to make a play. Makes one man miss. Trying to make another miss. Trying to do something. He's in the corner. Going for a little bit of a shot there. Saw he had a little teammate there. Doesn't get anything. Now Sins, he's going to take a little of a touch there. Sends it downfield. As Mikey's going to fly through the air here. As Shred, can he get that shot there? Double tap, misses, Mikey scores!
So follow up the play, the 1, the 2, the 3 touches there in 2 minutes and 29 seconds into overtime. After a game and a half later, we finally have decided that WDSXO are going to move on. But what a fight that this cruising team put on.
I agree. Both teams played very well here, and you saw Cruising. They were not going down without a fight here, as just the way you love to see that. I like the way Cruising played a little bit better, even though they kind of lost. They played very well, and that's the thing. You know, you even though you may lose, you still got time to reflect on it and think about what did we do wrong. And the thing that was the communication. They weren't communicating there. They were leaving a way to commit to commitments there, as they had 2 people on that ball there. That just did, you can't have that there. You really can't have that.
They really can't. but it still was. It was a down to the wire match. We had both teams just neck and neck, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. With the exception of game 2, where Wolf Den pulled ahead at the very end, it wasn't. It was a very, very, very close series. Both teams were very on edge with each other, but ultimately it came down to who made the first mistake when you're playing a game for that long. So props to both teams. Definitely not something to be something to be ashamed of at all. And with only 7 teams, you're still going to get a good amount of points to keep moving up in that bracket. So, or keep moving up in the standings, need to say. But Wolfden, EXO, moving on to the next round to play against FB Express. We are going to be watching here soon the winner of Starting Point and Boston Watchmen versus the winner of Optify versus Metallic 9. And if I'm seeing correctly, Optify and Metallic 9 are in game 3. Starting Point and Boston Watchmen have not reported their games yet. So we'll be right back after this short break with more Wolf Den series.